shit. Oh my God, that weird urge. Like that, like my phone is gonna be just ripped out of my hands. Or my life. The draw, the gravity. The strange suction of gravity. That boat has been out there for days. Yeah, I don't think I'm the kind of guy that's gonna, if I'm gonna do it, it ain't gonna be that way. What a fucking mess that is. I think let's not be negative. It's not where my head's at. This is the other side. Whoa. Oh shit, I should have stayed there. Hey, do you think I can make it? You could probably make it, right? To that pool? You could probably make it. Yeah, this place has been, it's been pretty great. I'm going back tomorrow. I think too close. I think Sammy's probably a full-grown cat by now. I'm getting some pictures, and oh look, that's the Florida attire. Don't overdo it. Some people notice my Lacoste shirts. I'll have you know that I've had those Lacoste shirts for over a decade. Yeah, I get this thing where it's like, are the cats going to know me when I get back? It's like, do they ever really know you, the cats? I mean, I know they do. I know, like, they're happy that you're there, but, like, it's not like they're going to be relieved or something. I've had people taking care of them. So, how's it been, man? You all right? I don't have a lot to tell you, I've been spending time with family, but a good time with family. I've been getting up the last 2 days. I get up before they even open the beach here, for the hotel people. I go down there, I sit, I look at the water, I feel small, I realize that nothing is that important and life is fleeting, and that, we should always acknowledge just how small and stupid each of our individual lives are, and the only thing that makes us special is what we bring to them and to other people. So I wake up to that, but caffeinated. So it's a little faster. It's like, holy shit, man. Look at the size of this fucking ocean. This is crazy. I'm like so small and stupid and meaningless. And what's out there? How big? What is the biggest fish out there? How big do you think the biggest fish alive is? It's probably huge. It's probably like the size of a truck, right? That's why I don't like deep water. I don't want to be out in the deep water and underneath me to be a fish the size of a truck. Man, what does life mean? Wow, look how big this ocean is. This is stupid. There's people on that boat right now that have been out there for 5 days just eating food out of cans, maybe having some fresh fish, but definitely on that boat losing their fucking mind. Just sitting out there, 5 days. Man, what is life about? Why do I even want to do anything? So, one thing I've discovered that I think we should all know is that Orbit makes a 30-pack gum. Did you guys know this? Where do you even find these? How is it possible that you go through life and one day you're like, did they always make those? 30 packs. 30-pack of gum. Yeah, I go into the ocean. I've been going in every day for a few minutes anyways. I've been laying off the fitness, laying off the yoga, laying off the meditation. Complete break. Just me and my thoughts and my family. I got to spend some solid time with my brother and my nephew, my brother's girlfriend, and her daughter. I drove up there to where they are, about an hour north. So I've seen my brother like 3 times, like one time one-on-one for like 4 hours. Did the brother thing, took it right to the edge where, it could have gotten, but then he kind of pulled back and you're like, we're old men now. We're middle-aged men. Do we need to argue over? Here's the kind of thing my brother says. And I love the guy. But the conversation was, kind of, trying to connect around like the work. My brother talks about the work. Like they haven't done their work. Have you done your work? Did you do your work on that? Did you process that? Is that processed? Are you living an expansive life? So we actually embarked on an argument. Am I middle-aged? I think so. If middle means half of 100. The argument was, what comes first, self-acceptance or compassion? This was an actual conversation that we were having for a few minutes when I realized, like, dude, eventually a lot of shit's not going to matter. I do look like my brother. But he's taller than me. And he said, you have to have compassion before self-acceptance. And I was like, do you? Is compassion necessary for self-acceptance? I don't think so. See, like right now, like I can think about it. I don't really care on some level. And it's all sort of tentative and fleeting. Me and my brother, it really comes down to some people can just be fat and not think about it. And some people aren't really fat and think they're fat all the time. Can you accept that? His girlfriend's very nice, and I'm glad. Like it was so funny because the night I met her, I talked about it on the podcast, and I talked about it with you guys here. The sort of frenetic kind of, I am drinking a lot of coffee in the morning, but the frenetic sort of intensity I got when I went to that restaurant, and it was kind of, intimidating, and I really didn't want to be that guy. Too close? And then like the next night, the day we went to my mother's for that little party, Craig and I hung out for like 4 hours, and then Julia came down with her daughter to the party, and that was another version of me where I'm sort of at my, the boundaryless emotional slaughterhouse that is a family get-together. Just gets to the point where it's like my Aunt Barbara, my mom has 2 glasses of wine. It's sort of like, Mark, do you remember when I caught you masturbating in the... And it's like, not now. So that was the other version. And I literally said to my brother, I said, look, I'll come up there and maybe we can all have dinner so she at least gets the full arc of who I am. And then I can see her, for who she is. We quiet it down a bit. So I went up there and hung out with my brother. We almost lost her dog. They live, they're renting a house in one of these developments where they've sort of constructed, this strange kind of simulacra of a kind of neighborhood from like maybe the 50s or, just, 5 or 6 versions of kind of semi-colonial single-family houses and some row houses and a golf course and a weird fake little town. But it's hard with those kind of manufactured environments that are totally, it's not a gated community, but it's like, everything is there for you. It's hard not to think people just walking down the street are like, there's something creepy about all this. It's like Truman Show creepy, or like, are they robots? Are those people? Is that kid just skateboarding down this middle America 1950 street in 2021? Is he a robot? And it's hard to answer that question. And I think technologically, they're probably not robots any more than the rest of us, but are they programmed? Aren't we all? You know what I'm saying? Is compassion necessary before self-acceptance? So, are you guys listening to me or just happy to see each other? So, they've been living over there, and Craig gets along with this dog. It's a good dog, but we're walking the dog around, and I'd been there like an hour or so, and we were all jacked up on coffee, me and my brother. She hasn't come home from work yet, so we take the dog out for a walk, which I guess is a regular thing in this sort of invented neighborhood. And the dog just sees a rabbit or something and splits. So now my brother is looking for his girlfriend's dog, and it seems to be the first time this has happened. And, you don't know if there's alligators in the water in the golf course. He put that in my head. And it's like, I'm like, what am I going to do? If this dog is gone, I don't want to be here for this crisis. Like I came down here to hang out, but if he's now got to go back, and tell her that we don't know where the dog is, and that becomes the evening, do I need to be part of that? I really thought about it. Like, if he can't find the dog, if we can't get this dog, and she comes, I'm probably going to go. Because it's not really, does that have anything to do with me? I felt bad about that. But ultimately what happened is we split up. We're both yelling for this dog. The dog doesn't know me. And I'm walking by myself in this weird Truman Show neighborhood, just waiting to hit the wall. And then I see Julia, my brother's partner, and she's walking towards me. I'm like, what? I know the dog. I don't know where the dog, I don't know you or the dog. I know my brother, and we're looking for the dog, And she walks up to me, and she's like, the dog is at the house. I'm like, is Craig there? She's like, I don't know where Craig is. Now we have to find Craig. She's like, the dog found its way home. I don't know if Craig can. And I honestly didn't know either. But we found him. And we put him on his leash and brought Craig home. So that was yesterday. And then we had a nice dinner. And my nephew, Shai, was there, who's an intense kid. Who does something that, I don't know if it's a useful tool or not, where you're talking to him and he's pretty confident he knows everything. But when you sort of categorically say, well, that's not right. I mean, we're on the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic Ocean. Pacific Ocean's on the West Coast. And he had said it the wrong way. But without acknowledging that he was wrong, or that he had the oceans mixed up, he just integrated the information that this was the Atlantic Ocean into what he was saying, as if there was never a question that he always knew where the Atlantic Ocean is. And I guess you can get away with that at a certain age. But after a certain age, it's sort of like, do you know you were wrong a minute ago? Or did that land? So we went to this fish place in a strip mall, and they had, for some reason, they had a coconut tres leches cake. Why? That was a funny moment. Me and my brother are very similar. Too close. Use whatever options you have at your disposal to maintain your sanity. Do I fucking coconut tres leches cake? What? And I saw it go out, and I'm like, what is that? And I knew it was tres leches cake. I could tell. How old's the kid? He's older. He's old. He's not that much of a kid. I think he's like 18. There's a funny moment where this place we went, which they've been. What age is my brother? My brother is 2.5 years younger than me. I guess he's 55. He just turned 55. So, Tres Leches is the best. But this fucking restaurant, which Craig and Julia have been to before, they make their own ice cream. So my brother, who's got the same mother as me, which is a problem. Julia is very nice, yeah. He's sitting there talking to Julia, and I already know this dynamic. This is an established sort of Maron dynamic, the food dynamic. So he's sitting there looking at this homemade ice cream. It's like he says to her, his girlfriend, he says, "Have I eaten the ice cream here before, the homemade ice cream?" And she was like, "Yes, we've eaten it." And he's like, "What did I?" I mean, he's trying to figure out whether it was really good or not. So he goes, he says, "What did I say about it when I ate it?" And I said, he probably said, "Why the fuck did I eat that?" And I got a big laugh. The Maron dynamic. That's a new series of thriller movies about food issues. I did order the Tres Leches cake. I did. It was good. What were you doing at 40? Me? What year was that? Probably not. At 40, I was doing what I always do, only with less money. A lot less. 40, let's see. Where was I at 40? What year would that have been? 63, 73, 83, 93. 2003. Not good. Not a good time. I just moved to LA in 2002 with Mishna. I was trying to get a foothold in the scene. Had nothing really going on. A deal that I had come out with with Fox Studios to write a sitcom. The script didn't go anywhere, but I had a little money saved. I auditioned hard for a role in a show with a big cast, including Janine Garofalo and Bob Odenkirk and Rainn Wilson. It was an insane big show. And the day before we were going to go to Vancouver to shoot it, the pilot, they pulled it. Like I had my ticket in my hand. It was not a good year. I was living on Cherimoya Street, right off Franklin, over there by the Gelsons and the Bourgeois Pig. So I gotta go meet my cousin for, I guess we're going to a fucking pancake place. Any cats back then? Yes. We had driven across country with a U-Haul and my Honda, and we brought Butch the cat. Butch the cat was the first cat, and she died young of a congenital heart disorder while I was away doing morning radio in New York. Yeah, so 2003, 2004, I rapidly and compulsively married Mishna in my backyard and then moved to New York basically to do morning radio and destroy my marriage that had just happened. Both were successful. I was successful at both, ruining the marriage and getting better at radio. All right. Seems like a lot of my family lives in Florida. Yes, because my grandparents were here. And I don't know why, a lot of New Jersey is here in general. But my mother moved down here because her sister was here, and I don't know, after the divorce from the lunatic. But yeah, so my mom's sister is here with her husband, their 2 kids, and their kids. What else we got? Everything all right? I'll let you know. Maybe, how long was I married? Which time? Both of my marriages were about 3.5 years, and both of the relationships were about 7 or 8 years total. Any fam still left in New Mexico? Yeah, my dad's in New Mexico. I was gonna do a live at that family dinner, at that gathering, but I decided not to. Yeah, I was at the beach this morning. The last 2 nights I went in the water and sat there and scroll up, rewind, watch the beginning later. Any, John, where's John from? He's New York. I swam in the ocean both mornings. Any other questions? I don't do nicotine gum anymore. In August, it'll be 2 years off of nicotine. There was not a live I didn't save, no. But I've been respecting people's privacy. And also, you don't want to put people on camera that are going to be weird. My family does watch. The Dark Fonzie was really just me and Dean talking about what we talk about, but he's having a hard time posting it, so I'll let you know when that happens. I don't know what the problem is. Nate syrup jokes. 2 long bits about syrup in 1 hour. And I'm sitting here scrambling, trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to get back on stage. I decided to start in the original room as opposed to the main room. So I think this weekend, if they give me spots, which I imagine they will, I'm going to do the shows in the small room and just figure out whether stand-up is in my future or not. Well, do I have any MAGA nuts in my family? My uncle is sort of, I don't know if he's I think he relates to Trump on the asshole level. It looks, my internet's doing good. I don't know how lucky I don't know what's going to happen on the stand-up stage because I'm really kind of a tabula rasa, you know what I mean? Blank slate up here. I've got a few things. We'll see. I'm doing the Tonight Show on Thursday. I don't know what's going on with the Ice House. I don't even know who runs it anymore. And I just have to go up there and see what it feels like. I mean, it's literally been over a year since I've stepped on a stage. And I don't have any real material in the hopper. So we'll see. You need a Maron cookbook. But most of the recipes, I just kind of scour the internet and for recipes that make sense to me. They're not really my recipes. I don't know really how cookbooks work, but I imagine everybody just steals shit. I have recipes that I like, Is this the longest I've been off stage? Yeah, I was not off stage longer than 2 weeks. Will I be doing Conan's last few shows? I doubt it. He didn't put me on the Tonight Show when he got that for like over a year, so I doubt he'll put me on his last shows. Yeah, they're still Zooming the Tonight Show. Sammy's in LA. Will you go to the Comedy Store in May? This is May. Yeah, hopefully they'll give me spots this Friday and Saturday, and I'll see how it goes. And if it feels right, if it feels good, if it feels like something I'm going to be excited about, I'll work towards the next thing. If it really is like my heart's not in it, I gotta say goodbye to it and grieve the passing of the stand-up life. I'm going back to LA tomorrow. Everybody will see the kittens. I'm not sure who Will McCormick is. I'm not coming to Dubai. I'm sorry. Not in the near foreseeable future. Thanks for the invite, though. Was Smigel able to put in a good word for me with Sandler? I don't know. These little things that happened a long time ago. I mean, they're stuck. They stick with me, but I don't think they stick with other people. That's what's weird about family. It's like no matter how aggravating all of it is, oh yeah, maybe it is from Will and Grace. It's like you've known these people your whole life. Like I'm gonna go see my cousin. I hardly ever see her, but she's my first cousin. And, we were kids together in New Jersey. I knew them, a relationship with them. And then now we're all just old people. A couple of people have recognized me, yeah. I wouldn't hold your breath for Sandler. Okay. Yeah, I'll do more. I'll do more acting. If they, if the role is good and I get offered it. I'll come to Australia. I just watched an Australian movie. I think it's called The Dry with Eric Bana, because I'm going to talk to him. Yes, I did hang out with Bill Hicks a few times. All right. Oh, Ghana. How's it going, Ghana? Everybody have a good day, all right? Ease in. The funny thing is like, I feel the sort of like pull again. Like I decided for my own mental health that I would do the original room Friday and Saturday. And I imagine they'll give me spots. But like a lot of people are doing the main room. And I'm like, fuck. Why don't I just go on? I should be in the fucking main room. I'm a main room guy. But it's like, dude, you haven't done stand-up in over a year. You have no real, flow with any new material. You have to find it. So just like go easy on yourself and, just do the original room and see what's up and then ease in. It's like, but fuck, man. I mean, those guys are doing the main, you can do the main room. Do you want to do the main room? I just want to see how it feels to be up there again. So why don't you just do the original room? I know, but I'm a main room guy. It's okay, man. You do both rooms. All right. Okay. But shouldn't I be able to do the main room right away? Just relax, man. Just do the original room. Get your feet wet. You'd be all right. I am driven by spite and fury. A lot of it's gone away. A lot of it doesn't matter. But I am driven by, what about me? Fuck that. Fuck them. What about me? Why am I not? How come they? That still is part of my engine, unfortunately. It's not a useful part. Maybe it is. I could probably turn it into something more embracing, or at least proactive seeming, that didn't automatically assume that everyone else can go fuck themselves. But hey man, it's been out of circulation for a while. Too close? What happened? Did the connection go away? Mind your mind is right. All right. Yeah, but like all you guys see me, like all these people that have been here all the time throughout this, it is funny, I'm related to Lewis Black. I texted Lewis Black this morning, I said, hey cousin. I don't think he's gotten back to me. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. Is the Boston comedy scene good now like it was back then? I don't fucking know. Yeah, but you guys have seen me live every morning. If I could just do this on stage, you know what? I probably can. So is Sam okay? Yeah, Sam's doing good. I got a picture of Sammy. Hold on. Can we look at it? Let's see. I was sent this picture from Frank. It's almost like a religious picture. Isn't it? Looks like there should be some light coming down and some sort of Jesus quote. All right. Have a good day. 30 pieces in a pack. That's crazy. Buddha face.